Here's something you probably don't want to hear. Revenge can actually feel really good to the brain. It can be quite pleasing. Why is this? Well, I'm Elizabeth Noski. I'm a neuroparenting coach, and I'm going to tell you about just two parts of the brain amongst the many that can be involved in the process of revenge. The first one is called the nucleus accumbens, and it sits right in there, not too far away from the amygdala, which is our fear and panic button, the red alert one. So why is it so powerful? Well, it's the downstairs where our brains are less conscious. It's not where we do our thinking, it's where we do our reacting. The part of the brain that helps with the checks and the balances is here part of the prefrontal cortex, the ventrolateral prefrontal cortex. This is the part of the brain where we do our planning, our executive functions, decision making, and also self-regulation and inhibition sits here. So you can see we've got two parts of the brain, the nucleus accumbens, where things that are not fair take place, and we like things to be fair. We all like things to be fair. Little kids will bite and kick and scratch for things to be fair, and adults will go to war and litigate and do all kinds of terrible things so that the world can be fair for them. And it's the job of our poor old ventrolateral prefrontal cortex to calm it all down, bring some reason into it. Now, the bad news is that this part of the brain is not fully mature until we're about 25 years of age. Now, if adults succumb to revenge as easily as we do, how much more is a young child going to? Particularly one who's old enough to remember the grievance and nurse it for a while. A little kid will usually get revenge straight away. You take my toy, I'll smack you. It's over and done with. But the older we get, the longer we can hold it in our working memory and actually plan what's the best way to get back at this person. And often it's mum or dad. So what's the answer? Well, it's fairly simple, really. Last time I talked about power and power struggles, and I warned you that the loser of a power struggle will probably want revenge, and I don't just mean the kids. This also applies to adults, and we have many ways that we can actually get revenge. We call it consequences, punishment. We're older and wiser, we have the right. But often what is motivating us is not teaching and learning, but revenge. So don't get into a power struggle and then there won't be a loser. Kids don't like to lose and parents don't like to lose a power struggle either. The other thing to avoid is harsh consequences, punishments, let's call them what they are, that the child seems to be unfair. These will also lead to the desire for revenge. What's the opposite of revenge? Well, maybe way down the other polar opposite is helplessness. And that's the goal that I'll deal with next. Bye for now.